You are now streaming worldwide on RadioOnFire.com and the Radio on Fire app.
The National Aquarium in the famed Inner Harbor of Baltimore is going to reopen on July the 1st. Officials announced that today. So the aquarium has been closed for 3 months or so due to, obviously, the coronavirus outbreak. Staff have continued to care for the more than 20,000 animals who live there. And we're talking about the aquarium, of course. They said this: we could not be more excited about welcoming everyone back to the aquarium. So if people are looking for something to do, of course, the aquarium is a hot spot for summer activity. I mean, not only summer activity, but throughout the year. They say that with safety as our highest priority, we've made major modifications to our campus and operations using the best medical science to ensure our guests will be safe and feel safe. So this is coming from the National Aquarium's CEO. He said this via a statement. The aquarium has been a part of this city's cultural fabric for nearly 40 years, and the support of our community has shown us over these past months is inspiring. It has reaffirmed our conviction that we will not merely survive this pandemic. We will renew our efforts to inspire a new generation of hopeful conservationists. So he's happy, of course. Money has been down with the aquarium. I'm not saying that he's only saying that because money's been down. That's not what I'm saying. He probably is a conservationist. My goodness, conservationist. When it reopens, capacity will be limited to 25% occupancy to allow for the much needed, much talked about social distancing. All staff and guests ages 2 and up will have to wear face masks. Okay? So, you Trump supporters, maybe you shouldn't come to the aquarium because you're going to have to wear a face mask. I know how you feel about it. You don't like it. But if you're going to the aquarium in Baltimore, you're going to need to wear face masks. All right? So, Republicans, if you feel like you can't do it, do something else. Just go walk around the woods or something. I don't know. But all guests and staff will be subject to temperature checks prior to entry. Guests will follow a one-way flow through the aquarium, and the faculty will be facilities will be cleaned throughout the day to limit the spread of the disease. Local public health workers will be entitled to a $5 discount on general admission adult tickets for themselves and other adult dependents in their party. So they're ready to kick this thing back off. You're going to slowly see, per the mayor, things opening back up in Baltimore City. And, as other places are having somewhat of an uptick in cases, depending on where they are, a lot of these places are locations and states and municipals that opened up quickly. Maryland and Baltimore, more specifically, did not do that. They slow rolled this thing. And some people still think that there's still more time to sit back. But I think that this is going to be a good indicator as to where we actually are as far as Maryland in this coronavirus pandemic. You're going to see really quickly as these things have been opening back up, gyms opening back up. The casinos are going to be opening up shortly. So we're really going to be able to get a complete idea and a very accurate picture of where we are with regards to this. So I don't know. I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay. Very hopeful on that. As long as you have people that are going by the rules. Some places masks are not mandated, and you have seen the uptick in those places. So restaurants, stores, go to the Walmart, everybody's wearing a mask. You go in and pick up your food, everybody's wearing a mask. You're going to go into the aquarium, everybody is going to be wearing a mask. So hopefully that is the answer. All right. Earlier today, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Rayshard Brooks was laid to rest at MLK's Atlanta Church, the Ebenezer Baptist Church. Funeral service happened today, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, Rayshard Brooks is the black man, unarmed, fatally shot by the ex-Atlanta police officer Garrett Roloff, and he was laid to rest today. Funerals were live streamed in its entirety on Radio on Fire's Facebook page, also radioonfire.com. On Monday, the family held a public viewing at the church. For hours, hundreds of people paid their respect to Mr. Rayshard Brooks. Noticeably absent were the Atlanta police officers. They were asked specifically not to attend, and they did oblige. I'm glad, because I was fearful that there were going to be some hollow examples of police coming to this funeral, and I'm glad that they respected the wishes of the family and did not attend. Just tuning in, radioonfire.com, of course. Man, Diamond K in here. Miss any episodes of the show, radioonfire.com is where you go wherever you stream podcasts. Just search the Diamond K Show in the search. Also, youtube.com/DJ Diamond K. So, Bill Cosby has been granted the ability to appeal this sexual assault case. Of course, Cosby has been in jail almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Stunning decision that could test the legal framework of Me Too cases. The legendary comedian has won the right to fight this 2018 conviction in a Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Bill Cosby, 82 years old, has been imprisoned in suburban Philadelphia after a jury convicted him of drugging and sexually assaulting a woman back in 2004 in his home. He is serving a 3 to 10 year sentence. 82 years old. Supreme Court has agreed to review 2 aspects of this case, including the judge's decision to let prosecutors call 5 accusers to testify about long ago encounters with the once powerful actor and comedian. So let's understand this and unpack this. During the case, 5 other women whose alleged encounters with Bill Cosby happened so long ago, they were allowed. It was crazy that they were allowed to participate in this dumping on Cosby. Cosby's lawyers have long challenged that the testimonies were remote and unreliable. I tend to agree with them. The court will also consider, as it weighs the scope of the testimony allowed, whether the jury should have heard evidence that Bill Cosby had given quaaludes to women in the past. So they're going to weigh on that decision. It's very stunning that in this turn. Does the climate of Black Lives Matter, the climate of equality, play a part in this? Because if Bill Cosby was someone else, would it go a different way? I don't know. But secondly, Supreme Court's also going to examine Cosby's argument that he had an agreement with a former prosecutor that he would never be charged in the case. Cosby said that he relied on that agreement before testifying in the trial accuser's civil lawsuit, which is what they used the words against him. Those issues have been at the heart of this Cosby case since he was charged back in 2015. Days before the 12-year statute of limitations ran out. So prosecutors in Montgomery County had reopened the case that year after the Associated Press fought to unseal portions of Cosby's decade-old deposition. This testimony where Andrea Constand's sexual assault defamation lawsuit against Cosby that had been settled back in 2006. So it's just they choose what agreements they want to honor or dishonor. And it just so happened that everything that they dishonored affected Bill Cosby, which is part of the reason why he's there. Part of the reason. So interested to see what the Supreme Court's going to come up with in the Bill Cosby case. Bill Cosby could be 92 years old getting out of jail. Or he could get out of jail next year. We'll have to see. I don't know which one it's going to be. Very anxious to see that. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Don McKay Show, at Radio on Fire. Is Bill Cosby too old to be in jail? Or does it not matter? Right? If he had an agreement with the prosecutor to never be charged, and then he gives his deposition, are the fine lines here that the prosecutor did not have the authority to make such a decision? That could be possible too. He could have not had the authority to make that decision. Maybe he can only make it during his, during his time in office. The statute of limitations running out just a matter of less than 2 weeks, and then it happens. So very interesting what's going to happen there. So we'll be back later on tonight with more of the show. I'm going to talk about several things. I don't even want to reveal what we're going to be talking about, but I will say we will be talking about Jimmy Kimmel. That is one of the things today, and cancel culture. So, but many other things tonight on the show. Your man Don McKay, RadioOnFire.com. I will see you guys later on tonight.